Hello friends! In this video we shall try to understand the great importance in realizing our personal potential. Self-realization is one of the important topics we work on in the process of our soul rectification. In order to enable the realization of the thought of creation through us, we are commanded to realize the potential with which we came into the world during our lives. According to the Kabbalah, every person must achieve the virtues of wealth, bravery, wisdom, and humility. So, we must fulfill ourselves the best way we can and derive as much pleasure from our achievements as possible. Just as the light of the Creator strives to realize itself in as many vessels as possible, so too must we discover ourselves in all the variety of our abilities. This is how we equalize form with the Creator, draw closer to Him, and can attract the lights of grace to ourselves. But since we live in the material world and we are exposed to many external influences and background noises, there are quite a few factors that prevent us from achieving this. These are usually self-defeating thoughts that originate in the ego. Because of a lot of criticism we have absorbed throughout life, we tend to develop a fear of failure, doubt our abilities, or a tendency to reduce our expectations of ourselves and give up in advance. The defeatist thoughts neutralize our courage, convince us that it is impossible to achieve what we want, suck our energy and ability to concentrate, and prevent us from focusing on completing tasks and realizing our potential. Many people give up before they have even tried and made an effort to fulfill any ambition. In this way, they give up their dreams, settle for little even when it is not inevitable, and thus preventing themselves from growing. The Kabbalah teaches an important cosmic rule. Desire is an important thing. Thanks to the will of the Creator, the world was created. In the Talmud of the 10 Sefirot, it is said, "And when it arose in His simple will to create the worlds and to emanate the creatures, to bring forth to light the perfection of His actions, His names and His appellations, which was the cause for the creation of the worlds." Our basic desire for a feeling of light is what determines if we grow and develop. Eternal light emanates from the source without interruption. Vessels are constantly being built in us so that we can absorb it. But without the desire of the vessel to attract the light into it, nothing in our lives will be fulfilled. The purpose of creation is to pour abundance to man so that he does not feel absence or suffering. Through spiritual and physical growth, man pleases his Creator and contributes to all of humanity. We must remember that the negative thoughts about what we can accomplish and what we cannot are thoughts that our ego has collected from the environment and past experiences and believes in them and tells us false stories. The ego is limited by nature and does not take into account our spiritual potential. The issue of self-fulfillment, the degree of our desire, and what prevents us from realizing ourselves is one of the issues we face in the process of soul-rectification. This is a challenging task, and sometimes we need help in the process. The Kabbalah provides us with various spiritual tools, such as working with holy names, verses from the Psalms, and an in-depth study of the spiritual laws that govern our reality. If we obey these principles, we can make our lives here happier and fulfill our purpose in life. Working with the 72 names of God helps us make deep spiritual transformations which change our physical reality for the better. Here is one of the letter combinations of the 72 names that will help us focus on the goal and fulfill ourselves. Dalet-Nun-Yod helps to expand the conscious vessels to the level when a person can fully realize his potential. It accelerates the realization of personal potential and enables men to build a bigger and brighter Chalukah D'Rabbanan, spiritual garment, and allows him to absorb a greater supplement of light. The name Dalet-Nun-Yod helps us to expand the vessels without having to suffer harsh decrees, and to attract rectified lights of wisdom. In this way, we get a feeling of light and fulfill our purpose in the world. On the physical level, the name Dalet-Nun-Yod helps to focus on the goal, gives concentration and courage to see things through to the end, to endure, to think big without compromises. It helps to eliminate negative thoughts that may hinder a person on his way to achieving the goal, and to understand that everything is possible. Dalet-Nun-Yod contributes to spiritual growth, joy, and peace of mind. The complete list of the 72 names of God and their functions is available to anyone interested. It also includes several techniques of inscribing the names in the body and mind. I would be happy to send it to you by email. Please register in the link that appears below this video. So, thank you for being with me, and see you in the next videos.